My fondest memory at Charlotte Christian is definitely from the Breckenridge trip because that was like such a fun experience with the senior class as a whole, and I got to ski with people like I usually wouldn't hang out with and just make friends with like all different people, and it was so fun to be together like that.
My fondest memory was winning the state championship this past year. It was just a blast beating PD with all my brothers on the field.
I think that my favorite memory is probably Windy Gap. It's just a time where like we can all come together, and it really stands out in a lot of people's minds just because we grow so much from just that week, and it's a pretty cool experience that we can have.
In 8th grade, I got the opportunity to be in the high school show as an 8th grader, which was really cool because I met a lot of the current high schoolers. So then when I moved into 9th grade the next year, I was able to have those friends that were sort of there for me in high school as I was starting freshman year.
My favorite memory of Charlotte Christian's got to be one of the talent shows that I've done with Drew Michaud and Ryan Chafin, or Jack Curry and Hayden Fancher this past year.
Being in the B4 Bible with Mr. Davis sophomore year, just the dynamic of that whole class with Hunter and Keaton, Josh Roddy, and all those guys, Jonathan. It was just a fun time every class, and Mr. Davis was just a great teacher.
Favorite teacher? Oh man, I have so many favorite teachers. This is hard.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Ector because I did English with him, and I'm also on the yearbook staff, and he is just there for me whenever I need him, and I know that I can go to him for anything.
My favorite teacher is Miss Jones. I've had her for math for a couple of years, and I love the way she brings energy into math, and I love the way she teaches it, and it just really helps me to understand it.
My favorite teacher would be Miss Schweitzer for 3 years out of my 4 sciences, and she does everything that she possibly can to make me succeed.
My favorite teacher is probably Miss Shannon Edwards, because the only thing sweeter than the sweet tea she drank is probably her attitude. Going into her class every day, it didn't really feel like class, just felt like hanging out with some friends. But we still learned at the same time, so it was a real blessing.
I could just say the whole English department, because it seems like with every English teacher, whether it be Ms. Ramsey, Ms. Director, Ms. Roth, like I could just build a bond and have normal conversations with.
My favorite teachers, I would say, are the Bible department for sure, from Mr. Cummings, Mr. Davis, Mr. Henson, and Mr. Hardy. Them sharing all their stories and all their struggles they've gone through have really helped all of us grow in our faith. And the way they care about their wife and their kids and the way they all deeply care about us truly impacts all the students and made us grow into such wonderful people.
Senora Nieto, she never gave up on me in Spanish, and I could have quit a long time ago, but I'm still here. And she really cares about her students and puts a lot of passion and tries to make learning fun.
It's a tough choice, but I'd have to go with Mr. Zacharias. I really wasn't the best math student, but apart from like teaching, I was able to go to his class during lunchtime all the time, and we'd just be able to talk, whether it was sports, whether it was my social life, or just getting closer to God. Deep conversations outside of the academic realm. That's why he's my favorite teacher.
I moved from Chicago, Illinois, where I thought the school I was at had it all, but I didn't know until I came to Charlotte Christian that I was completely wrong. The school has way more to offer.
Something that really sets the school apart, I would say, is J-term. My sophomore and junior year, I was able to go on the trip to the Dominican Republic, and both those years were life-changing.
I think the best opportunity that I've had at this school is the chance to be able to do internships with J-term. My junior and senior year, I did internships at Wells Fargo and Children's Theater of Charlotte, and it's really helpful to sort of see what I like and what I don't like, especially as I'm going into college.
As soon as I got here, I noticed how like teachers, like how much more they care about you here at Charlotte Christian, and that has been something that I have like loved so much through all my years here. And I think the biggest thing is the relationships I have made with those teachers and how much like time and effort they'll put into me and like just care about me in general.
I think the way in which we incorporate our faith and just like the classes that we take to strengthen that and learn how to kind of talk to other people about it really helps us, especially in the long term as we get ready to go out to different colleges.
I'd say that I learned a lot about other religions and how to respect their religions while having my own opinion and like embracing theirs but not tearing them down for what they believe.
you gonna cut out this pause?
Oh geez, hang on, I need a minute to think about this. I really don't know.
It's tough. It's a lot of joy to put into one word.
Well, it's really hard to sum up Charlotte Christian because I've had so many life experiences, and I wouldn't be able to be the person I am today without Charlotte Christian.
It says college prep school, but it's really a life prep school.
My two words would be a solid foundation.
Joyful learning.
Challenging but needed.
Nights forever.
Family.
If I could sum up Charlotte Christian into one word, it would definitely be authentic, because no one else has the teachers we have here, the relationships we have here, and all the inside jokes we have that have started all the way since like JK or 6th grade or whenever we came.
A place where you find yourself.
A community based in Christ.